If you're into orange, well, you got Clemson, you got Tennessee, you got the Orange Bowl. A lot of orange there in Miami for a major bowl bid, with Clemson missing the college football playoff, did win the ACC and reclaim its crown there. Tennessee's been a surprise top 5 to 10 team for most of the year, missing its quarterback in Hendon Hooker here the last couple of weeks of the season. He will not play in the Orange Bowl against Clemson. Of course, we got Steve Merrill on the line from Wager Talk to size this one up, Steve.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the difference in this line. Obviously, it opened Clemson 4 with the uncertainty, and once it was, definitely certain, it's 6.5, 7 now. We have several weeks until this game is played, by the way, and it is mostly -7s out there. Clemson as a touchdown and extra point favorite, but I do see a few 6.5 still. So I think, Mark, if you like Tennessee, you probably grab the +7. If you like Clemson, I would definitely wait. I do think there'll be more 6.5s out there. You never know how the public's going to react. The public isn't playing these games early. They're not playing when the line came out on Monday, December 5th for a December 30th game. Once they all realize the quarterback's out, maybe that does bump it up to 7 or 7.5. But right now it looks like 6.5, 7 is going to be the range for this game. Two teams that obviously are probably disappointed to be in the Orange Bowl, to say the least. I mean, when the season began, there were 3 heavy favorites: Alabama, Ohio State, and then Georgia actually at 5-1. Alabama and Ohio State were like less 2, 3-1 each. But then Clemson was 11-1. They were the only team that wasn't 20-1 or higher. So they were expected to be that 4th team. Had a chance really late into the season. The South Carolina loss, just like it did the week before for Tennessee, eliminated both of these teams. So the South Carolina Gamecocks are the ones that knocked both these teams out of contention, because I do think they would have passed TCU had they held on and not lost that second game. Obviously, I think they get in over a 1-loss TCU team had they remained a 1-loss squad. So you do worry about motivation. Tennessee, obviously they didn't miss much in that game against Vanderbilt. They win 56-0 as a 14-point road favorite. And, the backup quarterback has a lot of time to practice here, a full month. And we've often seen quarterbacks play extremely well in this situation. The key, I think, is to look at the Clemson pass defense. They were pretty good this year. 6.5 yards per pass allowed against teams that average 7.5. So I do think Tennessee will have a little bit of trouble moving the ball, maybe offensively, but it's just so much uncertainty here. And the total's barely moved. It opened 64.5. It's 64. So we've seen some movement on Clemson, obviously, up from 4 to 7, but very little movement on the total. And we'll have to, check some reports. We'll see how much Tennessee talks about the quarterback situation over the next few weeks, and if they sound positive and upbeat. Your guess is as good as mine, Mark. Which team is more excited to be here in the Orange Bowl, because they both had bigger picture on deck just a few weeks ago.
His name is Joe Milton, transfer from Michigan, has seen some playing time, and really they leaned on the run. He only threw 11 of 21 against Vandy, but he's been in some big spots and some meaningful games, but certainly not a Hendon Hooker production level. Clemson and Tennessee at the Orange Bowl. We get Steve Merrill from WagerTalk.com. Get on over to WagerTalk.com. Check out Steve's entire work there with the NFL, Major League Baseball. We're a few months away from that, but college basketball and the NBA as well. Steve, we appreciate you stopping by.
Thanks, Mark.